Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the wide, wonderful world of Tottenham. This is THFC Till I Die, the home of Spurs, past, present, and from tomorrow on, unbeaten finish to the season. I'm joined today by my co-host Mia from Spurs Between the Lines, who's no doubt looking forward to the game tomorrow, just like myself. So how are you, Mia?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm raring to go.
Yeah, aren't we always? It's you think about it. When did we play our last match? Saturday morning, and now it's Saturday afternoon. 7 days without a match. You know, this is where the midweek matches, we kind of miss them, isn't it? You know, the European matches and the, dare I say, FA Cup matches that we're not involved in anymore. But anyway, onwards and upwards. Let me just say, Dermotron is preparing for his big trip to London tomorrow. So I think he's just packing the bag. Well, no, he doesn't need to take a bag with him, I don't think, you know. And that's a big flag in it, THFC Till I Die flag. I don't know where he's bringing that with him to the game.
I got offered to go to tickets to go, but I couldn't make it.
Oh, that's a pity.
I had a ticket ready. I could have gone, but I couldn't make it. I didn't. It was not enough time to arrange childcare and dog care to be able to go to the match. But I would have loved to go because I could have met Dermot.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, but we're hoping he's sitting so close to the front in the North Stand. We're hoping he does a knee slide when Spurs score or something, you know, just to get on TV, you know, get a bit of publicity. But anyway, probably won't. Anyway, listen, this, as you probably know, we've now got a channel partner in a gaming energy drink called Wraith, WRAITH. So we're running the ticker across the bottom here at the minute. You can see it there now, and please support them. They've got a huge range of gaming energy drinks, and they can all be seen at drinkwraith.com. And you get 10% off if you order it on using the code THFCTID. It's all going across the bottom there. Anyway, let's see who's in the chat. I think we've got the usual suspects. Carl Simpson. How are you, Carl? Hello, Philip and me. I hope you're both well. Yeah, why wouldn't we? Friday evening. Great stuff. And Stephen Cartwright saying, good afternoon, everyone. Hope we're all okay, which we are. And Peter M. Oops, where are we? Peter M. Yeah. Good afternoon, Philip and Mia. May the cockerels peck the seagulls off the pitch. Yeah.
Yeah, bloody seagulls. I can't stand seagulls. I had a bit of a rant about seagulls every day on my channel.
Yeah,
I hate them.
They're aggressive little buggers, aren't they? It's come down and take the chips out of you. You know?
Yeah, they stole something off my Alex once. Bless him. He just bought a sandwich from the baker's and they stole it.
Yeah. Now, Mia, this one you have a fan here. Talking beer, saying, just talking see Mia's beautiful face and hit the like. All have a good day. Yeah, Mia. Now she's blushing.
Talking beer. I think you might need to go to Specsavers, but thank you very much for the compliment.
Oh dear. And Hot God 10 is in the house again, saying good afternoon.
Hot God 10.
Suppose big up.
He's my fellow Bexley Heathian. He's from where I used to live.
I see.
Yeah, big up.
Carl is saying no De Zerbi tomorrow. Is he suspended or something? Did he get sent off in a match recently or what?
Don't know.
Yeah. No loss anyway. Remember the last time he had the bust up with Conte last season?
Yeah, but I can't see Ange doing that. Ange is too relaxed, do you know what I mean? It's just, he's quite a chilled guy, so I don't think he would argue with anybody, if I'm honest.
No, I think two Italians together now is trouble. It's trouble, you know.
Yeah, I think that's the
Wembley won this. Philip and Mia, who really has a clue how tomorrow will pan out? We could win by 3, as easily lose by 3. Brighton scare me a wee bit the way they can play. Look what they did to us after Christmas. I know it was a very bad performance by Spurs. But then they go to Luton last week and get beat 4-0. So they're a hot and cold team. Tomorrow, hopefully, they're cold and we beat them, you know.
Yeah.
Talking Beer is saying, my eyes are just fine, laugh a lot. Give yourself credit. Have a beautiful day, you two. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Talking Beer. Appreciate it.
And this, I thought we'd banned this fella, but he keeps coming in the background.
He's like a bad smell. It just doesn't go away.
Can't get rid of him, you know. He's saying good afternoon. Maybe he's turning into a Newcastle fan now. We don't on the quiet. Good afternoon.
Or is that just Irish typing? Is that just the?
No. That's I think it's a subtle message in there, you know. Carl Simpson is saying had dental surgery and can't fly back. Oh, that's deserving. All right, okay. Well, that's benefit. Yeah, I mean, let's hope he gets better soon, but not too quick, not before tomorrow. Peter M is saying, good afternoon, Dermot and THC till I die. They are Dermot. And again, big up Carl, Hod God 10, Wembley 1, Peter M. And Hod God 10, good afternoon, Dermot. Hope you're well. Yeah, I think Dermot's in good form for tomorrow now. He's looking forward to his trip. He needs to be going to bed soon, like 7 o'clock in the morning, so we early start. And Simon Cohen is saying, afternoon, Philip and Mia.
Did you say 7 o'clock's an early start? That's a late start for me.
Yeah, but he has to leave the house at 4 o'clock to get there, you know?
Oh, yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's a good early start. Yeah, maybe before 4 o'clock. Sure. And then the flight home isn't until about 6 o'clock at night. So he's going to be, say, away for 20 hours minimum, you know?
Do you know what? I remember when I was younger, we had to go on holiday at 4 o'clock once. But I'm the sort of person, if I have to go up at 4, I'm okay. I'm just like, yes, we're going away. If I was excited, I wouldn't care about getting up at 4 o'clock.
I'm the same. If I'm flying any time before midday, I can't sleep the night before. I just can't.
Yeah,
I think I'm scared of sleeping in and missing the usual thing. But yeah, it's a psychological thing, I think. And Carl is saying, Dermo was just saying hello before his permatan Liverpool stuff for tomorrow. Yeah, we see Dermo with a permatan on him, yeah. He's getting the bus at 2 a.m. Oh my God, it's even earlier than I thought.
Yeah, you better go to sleep, Dermot.
Yeah. Dermot, you've been in bed by 5 o'clock, okay? Get yourself 7 or 8 hours sleep. Anyway, as you all know, and we're going to do a bit of non-Tottenham thing to start with, just to quickly run through the draw for the European Nations Cup that was made yesterday. And there are a couple of really good groups, and there's some absolutely dreadful ones. But we just picked out the draw here. Obviously, England, for some reason, are only in Group B, but that was that it's good for Ireland because the draw that's hit us is really, really good draw for Ireland. So here's Group A. A1, Croatia. Sorry, there's a name missing on Croatia. Like Portugal, Poland, and Scotland. That's a very good group. That's some good teams in there.
It's a good group.
No, but the next group, I think, this is the group of death. Italy, Belgium, France, and for now, Israel. I think it's very possible Israel will not be allowed to compete in that because I think it's only fair if Russia were kicked out for invading Ukraine. Israel have got to pay some penalty for what's going on over there at the moment. So we'll wait and see how that one goes. But what do you reckon? What do you reckon that Group 2 there, Mia? Italy, Belgium, and France. My God.
Yeah, that's a tough group, isn't it? It's a tough one. I
don't know what the
qualification.
Plumas 2 comes out of each group.
I don't know who I want. Like, I don't like the Italians. I don't like the French. And the Belgians, they make nice chocolates. So, you know.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, that's fair enough. Yeah, I think even the first group is a good one there. Croatia, tasty. Yeah. Portugal are a good team. Poland can be good. And Scotland have proved everybody, that they're a decent side. So that's two very good groups because they're the top of the pile. The next one that comes up is the League B. And hang on, sorry, I missed one. Sorry, it's the other two parts of it, Group A. Holland, Hungary, Germany, and Bosnia, and Spain, Denmark, Switzerland, and Serbia. Again, not a bad group. Holland and Germany in the one group. You have to fancy this out of that.
And Denmark and Spain as well.
That's right.
That's interesting.
Switzerland can be an enigmatic sort of a team, and Serbia are always fairly hard to beat.
Yeah,
and
they're tough.
Interesting as well. So here we go. This is the League B now. This is the one that's of interest to most of us. Czech Republic, Ukraine, Albania, and Georgia. Well, that's kind of an Eastern European group. We'll let them battle that out amongst themselves. Now, this is the one. England, Finland, Republic of Ireland, and Greece. You've a double helping of interest.
Yes,
in that one, Mia, haven't you?
I do, and I'm hoping that both teams beat Ireland, so I get double the banter.
Yeah, I mean, England. There's going to be a lot of banter in that group now, an absolute lot. I can just see the watch-alongs now. They'll be nearly have to call the police in to separate. But anyway, we just hope that England, when they do come to the EAGUE, just behave themselves a bit, because the last time the England fans were here in 1991, I think it was, or 1990, they wrecked the place. So we don't want to see a repeat of that. And well, Mia's left me.
Yeah, my internet's
Can
playing
anybody
up.
hear me?
Yeah, my internet's playing up. Can you hear me?
I'll keep talking.
Don't worry, I'll come in.
I'll keep talking.
If you both want to log out, if you both want to log out and log back in again, I'll take over till you do that, so you can sort your internet out.
Yeah, problem. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's Group B2. B3, Austria, Norway, Slovenia, Kazakhstan.
Philip, you need to log out.
Yeah, not a bad group there. Again, a couple of Eastern teams against Northern European. And B4, Wales, Iceland, Montenegro, and Turkey. Well, Turkey.
I'll take Philip out there, guys. He needs to log out and log back in. Sorry. You need. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, sorry about this. I know, but I've had to, because Philip and Mia have both just gone off screen for some reason. Let me get that. There we go. That is better. Yeah, Group B, of course, Group B is Czech, Ukraine out, which I don't think it's a bad group, to be fair. I don't think it's a bad group, but England's group, that for me, England, Finland, Republic of Ireland, and Greece, that is going to be a humdinger for me. Really, it's a long time since we've got England in any sort of qualification or any sort of group in a tournament. So, look, the last time you played us, you did beat us 3-1, of course, but that was the first time in 33 years you've beaten us. As for Greece, don't be easy pickings. We beat them. Of course, B3 is Austria, Norway, Slovenia, and Kazakhstan. That's sort of an interesting group. For Norway should win that group by right. I think Austria will probably finish second. And then B4, we've got Wales, Iceland, Montenegro, and Turkey. Look, Turkey are not an easy side. And when you look at Wales, who have done very well qualifying for major tournaments recently, they should win that group. They should win their part of the league. Now, as far as I know, the rules are that the top two of each group in that group. So it's England and say Republic of Ireland and England. Then they'll get promoted to Group A, and so on and so on and so on. I think the ones that win out of Group B, Group A, is Group A here. Croatia, Portugal. I think whoever wins that group now will go into playoffs for the World Cup. And I think it's the same for Group B as well, League B. I'm not sure about League C and D, but we have to wait and see. Then we've got League C here because we've got Sweden, who are in the third league of the Nations League, which is quite surprising because Sweden do have a good record over the last 20 years, 30 years. Sweden, Azerbaijan, Slovakia, Estonia, Romania, Kosovo, Cyprus, and now Gibraltar and Lithuania have to go into a playoff. See which league they go into. It's either League B or League C or League D. And then we've got Luxembourg, Bulgaria, Northern Ireland, who are in the third group, and Belarus. Northern Ireland should get promoted. I think they will do. But that is the latest. And then, of course, the last league, of course, is Armenia, Faroe Islands, North Macedonia, and Latvia. And then Gibraltar or Lithuania will go into that group. I don't know what's happened to Philip and Mia. They've suddenly just disappeared on me. Colin says, afternoon, Dermot. How are you feeling? Are you still off to Lane tomorrow? I am. I'm getting the bus at 2 o'clock in the morning to get to the airport. still feeling a bit. I really shouldn't be on here. I'm doing this, but Philip and me have just totally disappeared on me completely. So I don't know where they've gone. So I've just jumped in to take over till one of them comes back. But big up, Colin. Thank you very much. Yep, 2 go up and bottom goes down. Yeah, it's like a league sort of service, but league system. What is there only League A to get the playoff bits, Carl? Could you let me know that? We've got Michael McDonald. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Michael. Matthew, kind of want Wales to see Wales. In the Nations League. Yeah, I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. I wouldn't mind seeing Wales win that. You're right, Mia. You're right now.
Better.
Yeah, Philip's internet went completely AWOL. So that's why I've come in. He went after you went, he went. I couldn't understand, so I had to. And then we've got Luke Kelly. Big up Philip and Mia. Big up Luke and Carl. Dermo, you're about to get told off. Yeah, and then.
Well, what did you do?
For coming on here for doing this. Because you and Philip went away. It was nobody doing this. I had to come on and steer the good ship THFC in stormy waters. Matthew, oh God, things about to get crazy. England versus Ireland 2024. I'm already, me and me have already had this conversation.
It's going to be very interesting because especially if I get you twice on Greece and with England, you're getting it big time, and I mean it big time. I'm going to hold bars. It'll be.
Yeah, and if we beat Greece, I'm going to be respectively kind to you, but I'm going to give it to you big time, but respectively.
Yeah, but hold on. If England beat you, then I'll be like, listen, you've got nothing to say to me because England beat you. So basically, I've got double. So it's fine.
But we'll have a new manager. We won't have a Stephen Kenny. We'll have somebody coming in that will make us play properly. And you've got Gareth Southgate, who you're a mission. You're not happy with.
No, it's not. I'm not. But we've still got better players than you.
Yeah. Now, Mia, of course, tomorrow is the big game. We're back, of course, at the White Hart Lane Stadium, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Of course, the date's the 10th of February. Kick-off 3 o'clock in the UK, 12 o'clock Eastern Time, 9 o'clock Pacific. Not a bad time for people in America, is it? Really, for them, it's quite a decent time for once, for them people. We've got Sam Barrett as the referee and Gerard Gillette on VAR, or not him. Oh, Lord God. Please, no, not him. Not him. Now, Mia, head-to-head last records, Tottenham with 3 wins, Brighton with 2, no draws. Of course, the last meeting was just after Christmas, a 4-2 Brighton win. And all competitions, of course, Tottenham only 1 defeat the last 4, Mia. Brighton unbeaten in the last 5, 3 wins. No, also 1 defeat in the last 4. But where our defeat was, they scored, what was it? Brighton had conceded 4 against Luton. So that was their defeat. I mean, what do you think for tomorrow's game, Mia? Should we be too confident, or we should be sort of confident?
I think we should be a little bit confident, and I think they've been quite up and down this season. Although, the stats say they haven't been, I think when you look at where they are, and I don't know, I just feel like they have less consistency than last season, is what I would say. And I think that we've probably got to be a little cautious, but I still think we'll win it. I do think we'll win it.
Well, I'm yet to see a score or even win at the new stadium. I haven't even seen 2 games.
If you're bad luck, if it happens again, you're not allowed to go back.
Yeah, well, but we lost 2-0 to Wolves. We drew 0-0 with AC Milan. So, you never know. Right, how to watch it, of course, it's not in the UK. Of course, United Kingdom, nowhere to be seen, which I think is wrong. United States, it's on Peacock TV. And in Canada, it's on Fubo TV. Of course, I think this is the 3 still that are out. I haven't had a chance to do it properly yet. But
is this some sort of head, shoulders, knees and toes, but a bit of an awkward version?
It is, yeah. It does look a bit like that. Knee, thigh. And then, of course, this is my predicted lineup now, Mia. I've gone for Puppets.
Hold on a sec. Who's got the other thigh injury?
Who's got this thigh? Sorry. We've got the Celso. The Celso second.
Setting, I forgot we got him.
Yeah. He was fit once, apparently.
Yeah, Joe, that's like, like in the Titanic, it's been 80 years. That's what it feels like with Sessegnon since we've seen him fit.
Yeah, it probably is the Titanic. Should nickname Titanic. Well, Mia, this is my predicted lineup. We've got Perrault, Van der Ven, Romero, Destiny in the back, 5 with Vicario, of course. Papasar, Bentancur, James Maddison, the middle three. And I've gone for Sonny on the wing to make his return after the Asian Cup, Richarlison and Werner. Are you happy with that lineup, or would you make any?
I would change it. I would put, instead of Bentancur, I would put Basuma, because I think that we need
but we're not sure if he's fit because he's had malaria, so we're not sure.
We don't know, because the malaria, it isn't. You can play through it depending on how bad you are. He has been playing games, so I just don't know. But I personally would have Basuma there and take Benny out, and so I'd have Sarr, Basuma, and Mads, and in the front I would have what you've put. I'll have Timo, Sonny, and Richie.
Yeah. This is the subs bench. Of course, I've gone for Foster, Davis, Emerson, Rudu, Højbjerg, Hill, and then we've got. Well, look, we're not sure about Basuma, if he's going to start, if he's not going to start. So I went along the assumption that he probably won't start because of the malaria. Now, if he does start, I will put him on the bench, which for you, Mia, which means Højbjerg doesn't get him on the bench then. But for me, I would drop Hill and have 2 midfielders on there.
I would. I'll put Skippy on there instead.
Skippy's worse. Look, for me, I think Skippy's worse than Højbjerg.
I don't think so, because I think that Skip's got more mobility than what Højbjerg's got. And I don't think that he's the greatest. Please don't get it wrong. I don't. But I would much rather have Skip and Biss on there. Yeah.
Well, that's So at least that's something that I've got. Big up to Chris as well. Says hi, Mia and Dermot. Ange said in the interview earlier that malaria was not an issue. Well, that means then he will start Mia then. So that's a good shot. But please, everyone, do hang on. Let me get this right so people can see it. Please, everyone, do hit the QR code above Mia for Radiant. They are our official partner of THFC Till I Die, where you get 10% off for all your what you order online if you use the code THFC TID. Yeah, it's a great stuff. You can get drinking cups and you get everything's on there. It's all for gaming, all for YouTubing as well. So please give them a link. The YouTube channel is going across the bottom. The link will be put onto the channel. And please do hit that QR code because it helps us, it helps them, and they're a great partner to have on the channel as well. Just go through a few chats, Mia, and then I think we'll call it then. I don't know what else Philip's put into the chat. Carl is saying, where we go? Oh, here we go. Colin says, well, you're looking fine. Enjoy the trip, mate. Thank you very much. Carl Simpson, the team who finished third in the A play 4 sides who finished second in League B and C to cover over 2 legs. Oh, right. That's interesting. Colin says, well, according to Sky News, only England are in it. Not mentioned about the rest of us. Nothing new there. No, there isn't. There really isn't. You know, England must think they're the only team in Europe. You're on. Yeah.
If they're going to talk about, if Sky in England they're going to talk about their country, just like in Ireland, it would be covered in Ireland.
No. Over here, we're very diplomatic. We cover all groups. We just don't cover Ireland.
No, I mean, no. What they do, they cover it, but what they're going to talk about the most is your country. Surely that's the normal thing.
Oh, no, I mean, last night there was a big hoo-ha about England playing Ireland again because the last time England came over to Dublin, how can I put it?
I understand, but you spoke about something negative towards England, so obviously that's not painting us in the great light. So,
well, you did come over and...
Yeah, but I'm not saying that we didn't, but the coverage that you gave wasn't exactly positive to England. The fact that we didn't cover you isn't like we did cover you in a negative way, but you covered us in a negative way. So it's not any different.
Hang on a minute. How can we cover you in a negative way when you've come over and started ripping up seats? And
don't say it about me, because that wasn't me personally.
I know, I'm just saying. How can you say, yeah, but the guards sorted them out. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. It's a game. It's a game that should be played every year. It's a bit like England-Scotland. as a game that should be played every summer myself, like a home nations. England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and
Why would we
Ireland.
waste our time playing crap teams? Like, what's the point?
Do you know, why are England fans so above themselves? Seriously.
What do you mean so above ourselves? We've been better than you for years. Don't bloody make out like we ain't.
Hang on a minute. It took you 33
It
years
doesn't
to
matter
beat us.
about it doesn't matter beating you individually, but as a collective, we have been
You
better
yet
than
to beat.
you
Hang on a
as a
minute.
team.
Hang on a minute. You're yet to beat us in the European Championships.
It doesn't
or
matter
World
about
Cup.
beating you individually. It's about being better than you as a collective, where we have headed in competitions. We've done a lot better than you. It's like saying that we beat Man City more often than not makes them a less better team because they've won stuff.
England got to a World Cup. Wowee! You know, we've had a shit manager and a crap manager basically. But
we still got further in competition. But it's exactly the same as any team when they go into competition.
How many times have I heard you or England fans complain about your manager, about his in-game management?
Yeah,
I
agree.
Yes,
I'm not saying, but we still got further than you. We've still done better than you in more recent history. So we're better than what you are. That's the fact.
One win in 33 years.
It doesn't matter about beating just you. It's like us saying we beat Man City. That means we're entitled to say we're better than everybody because we beat Man City once every season or twice every season. It's silly. It's a silly argument.
This is going to be great when this match does come up. This is what it's going to be like. A couple of days before the match and afterwards when we win and me is hiding somewhere.
I'm feisty about my own team because obviously I'm exactly the same as I am about Tottenham, but obviously my country is England, so I'm going to be the same.
I'm not feisty about my country because my country is Ireland. I'm the same with Tottenham. Dunk will give Vic a rough time. Yeah, he will do. That worries me. Even better now, Dermo. Just Sess and Solomon out now. That's it. We've got Chris Lon, Jaime and Dermot. And oh yeah, we read that. Looks okay to me either way. Both Sky is UK. Yeah, it is. It's run by an Australian, I think, isn't it? If I'm right. Is Sky run by Rupert Murdoch? I think it is.
It's Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah. I reckon the Nations League has been a success, huge improvement over Endless. Yeah, this is where I think it has done well. It's ended the friendlies that were needless. At least it's given. Like for us now, if we can fit in the top group, we can now go into a playoff. You get sort of reward at the end of it, so which is a good thing. Don't you be living in the past. The only thing being smashed up will be your defence. Ha ha, calm. Yeah, see, calm down. See, they're all doing it now. This is great. Dermot and Mia, what's your opinion on Højbjerg?
Do you know that poo emoji? Times it by about 1 million. That's my opinion.
I just can't believe you think Skip's better than Højbjerg.
I said that Skip, when you look at his abilities, he's better for the way that we play with Ange than what PEH is. Because the new hashtag is my nanny's better. Hashtag nanny calf is better than PEH. She's been dead over 20 years. So that tells you everything you need to know. Big up nanny calf.
Carl says final and semi-final in the last 3 tournaments. And Colin here, big up Welsh Colin from Wales. And Felner Celt, he says, 10 times more choice than us little nations. Exactly.
Yes, but that's because all the players that are dual nation, they want to play for England and not Ireland. That's not our problem. That's not my problem, is it?
Don't get me started on that. And
that's
Colin
not my problem. That's because they choose the nation they know better.
Yeah. Home nations better than point. You see, I think there should be there used to be a home nations tournament back in the 70s and 80s. England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. And I think they ran it up to 86. It used to be every other summer, I think, if I remember back as a kid. But yeah, I wish to bring that back again. It's like these big games like England versus Scotland, Wales versus England, Wales versus Scotland are all big home nation games.
Only because you all hate us, that's why.
Well,
they're not big for us because you're just tiny little dots. We're like, we don't, whatever.
Don't. Look, we may be a tiny little dot, but we can fight well enough as a nation. We brought you to your knees, remember that. You know, a man and his bicycle riding around Dublin with £10,000 on his head. A one man and 12 assassins brought a whole nation to its knees. How to get our independence. So don't ever forget that. Don't ever call Ireland a little country.
Well, you are compared to you are. You just said that you're a small country. You just said
We
us
are, but
little
we
nations.
fight.
You just no. You can't go back on it. You
No.
just said us little nations, and you agree.
No, that's what
So
Colin
you
said.
are. Yeah,
Us
but you
little
agreed with
nations.
that. Us little.
Yeah.
You agreed
You
with that.
have
So
more.
you
You
are.
have more choice when it comes to players than we
Like
do.
I say, it's not my fault that your players that are Irish don't want to play for you. They want to play for England. That's not my problem.
Yeah, well, that's going to change. Neither anywhere near Neither anywhere near the starting 11 now and then.
Yeah, no, I agree with Carl. I don't want either of them to be my starting 11, Carl. Please don't get it wrong. I'm just saying on the bench. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not even going to read that, Carl. I'm not even going to read that. I'm not. You're not.
Yes,
even...
exactly, Carl. Yeah.
Home nations were stopped because of too many international fixtures, too much crowd trouble. Yeah, that's true as well. What a year! What year they played? Every year they play. Every year, God, yeah. And then Carl, happy Friday, everyone laughing that he's causing trouble in the chat. I don't know what else Philip's put in here because I haven't done anything, so I don't know what else he's put in. Oh yeah, here we go. Basuma and malaria, the facts. I don't know the facts because Philip done all this, so I don't know what he's done, but I'll let him talk about that tomorrow. Højbjerg, lack of game time.
Yeah, he thinks that he's going to get pushed out because he's not going to get game time. Of course, he's not. He's going to be sitting at home on the sofa. Once everybody's fit, he ain't getting on that bench. I don't think he'll be on the bench very often. Or he might be, but not often. Now,
this blue card, Mia, I saw a little bit yesterday about bringing it in for sin bins. Now, everyone is screaming, why is it not an orange card? Now, this would be the first time since 1970 World Cup that they've brought in a new card to the game. So they brought the yellow cards in 1970. Sin bins. What's your view on it? Because I think that's a nonsense. It works in rugby, but it wouldn't work in football.
It works in rugby. I would be sceptical about it working in football. But what I will say, to play a bit of devil's advocate, is that we didn't have yellow cards for a long time. And once they brought them in, everybody was up in arms about those too. So I think that it could be one of those where we're all up in arms and then it works. But they're going to trial it first to see how it goes. But I just can't see it working.
Do you think that takes away then of a sending off then? If you sin bin it might take away from teams going down to 10 and 9 men.
If somebody gets a blue card twice, does that equal a red or a yellow? And then if they get 4, does that equal a red? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to work out because you can't keep doing it. Otherwise, people are just going to take the mick with it. Yeah. So I don't know how it's going to work.
How do you do it though? You simply somebody say for 10 minutes, right, or 5 minutes, and then they do another tackle. Then do you blue card them again? Do you yellow card them? Do you send them off? How does
That's
it
what
work?
I'm saying. How does it even work? Do you get a blue, a yellow, then another blue and a red, or do you get? It doesn't make any sense.
How it works in rugby is you get sin bin, but the referee can review that sin bin, that yellow card. Into a red card. So if they were following the logic of rugby, then they should do that. But I just think there's talks about even this is Arsene Wenger's on this group. There's talks about getting rid of throw-ins. So if it goes out for a throw-in, it's a kick-in instead of a throw-in.
But why would we do that? It's like
I mean, you got Arsene Wenger, who, no disrespect, was a very successful manager. You would thought he would have a bit of common sense when it comes to some of these ideas. I mean, it's even like running the World Cup every 2 years. I mean,
we're doing too much. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're doing too much to change the rules of a simple game of football. Yeah. I just think we're just complicated. That's exactly what Peter M saying. It is definitely it's complicating stuff. But then I also agree with Colin that cynical fouls I don't think are punished enough because some teams get away with them a lot. And it's cheating because you don't get that opportunity because normally the player is on his own and there's basically it's either one-on-one or it's a chance for them with the lack of people in front of him with him for him to score, and you won't get that opportunity again to have that more open play and it is cheating. So
for me, if you dive, I think you should be sin binned first. I don't think you should be sent off. I think you should be either booked or sin binned. That's my opinion, but I think this is changing it around too much. It really is, and it's making football more complicated than it really what it has to be. It's a bit like VAR now, and next season bringing in talking to the crowds and hearing what the ref is saying to the VAR person. I think that's going to cause an awful lot of problems, especially if it's a last-minute penalty or a last-minute decision. I think it's going to cause so many pitfalls. I just wish they went back to how football was played in years go by, because it was rules we could all understand. We knew exactly how to play the game. Now, if you go to a game, we can't celebrate because we're waiting for VAR. Offside changes every 5 minutes. The handball is either if it's that's a rule I don't understand. And now you've got sin bins on top of this now. Are we changing football more into NFL than we are football? Is it become more Americanized, if you know what I mean?
It feels like it, doesn't it? I feel like that we're all missing is like a halftime show and ad breaks when there's like a throw-in. Like, that's, do you know what I mean? That's the only thing we're sort of missing. And I can see in the future, unfortunately, happening. But we need to stop it. They need to get involved and stop this nonsense. This is not a game to be messed with. Like, they don't do it with rugby. They might have had the sin bins, but they've had sin bins for years with rugby, from what I remember. I remember watching it when I was a kid, and they had sin bins then. So it's not a new thing for rugby, and they've not changed the rules since, have they? Rugby has stayed exactly the same. Apart from the, they've got kind of VAR, haven't they, in rugby? But apart from that, that's it.
One thing with rugby is, big up the colours, is do we need to send out a rescue party for Tom Jones? Yeah, I think we do. In rugby, I forget what it's called in rugby, and you can hear the discussion on the television. So as a viewer, you can hear what's going on. You can't even hear what's going on now when the VAR now in football. No. And I think it's getting to a point there where it's just going to get. I feel this ref talking to the crowd, I think it's a bad idea. Agreed. I really do. Because look at it, it's a North London derby. Last minute of the game, Spurs get a penalty. Right? And Tottenham score. Could that cause crowd trouble? Could that cause fans in the crowd to react?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? I just feel... I don't know. I just feel it's a stream. I think we need to talk about it, but I think it's a very bad idea. With the Colin, Peter says blue cards will complicate things even more. 2 yellow cards in rugby equals a red. All right, I knew that, but it's when he goes off in the sin bin, the referee asks it to be reviewed, so it goes from a yellow to a red. So he has that option. Wenger used to have common sense, Peter. He is now at FIFA official, and it's affected his judgment. We had blue cards in Celtic Rangers games for decades. Now I get it now. More excuse for stoppages for ad breaks. Yeah. I think it's hit the nail on the head there. Wenger is finished too. I swear this decision is influenced by him. Colin Cross, will blue cards be sponsored by Viagra?
I reckon that would be pretty hard for them.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty hard too. And then Colin Cross, and then we've got Carlson. Colin, that would that would change the game if they all had to take one before kickoff as part of the sponsorship. And also, if you're there, please log into Mia's channel. Mia, do you want to give your channel a bit of a plug there? And,
yeah, please get over. If you'd like to Spurs Between the Lines, I do different kinds of content. I also have just recently got a Redbubble store as well. So I've even now got merch.
I did see that. That, by the way. I had to look through it the other day. I quite enjoyed looking through it. I like the donut one, by the way. I might get
that. I've got my donut one. I've got a Squirt Between the Lines as well.
Yeah.
For anyone who knows.
I thought that was a bit rude.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a double entendre of, Anyway, I've got my just Spurs Between the Lines. I've got the Ange one that says mate on it. So yeah, I'm going to keep designing and stuff because I find it quite fun. I'm just like having fun with the designs, to be honest with you. So yeah, I've got that as well. So yeah, I've got a lot going on over at Spurs Between the Lines. So please come over and subscribe. I really would appreciate it.
Yeah, please do that. As Mia's on our march to 2K, as we are on our march to 2K. So please have a few more people. Wayne's coming at the very end.
Oh, big up Wayne Bonner.
Big up Wayne. He says, good afternoon. I hope you're all well. I've been saying for years that football is becoming Americanized. Yeah, it is. Blue card to Dermot, says Matthew. Yeah. Well, if Philip didn't have gone off, I would be not on. So, yeah, I'm going back onto the sin bin now. NFL is such a bore because of the endless breaks. It is. Chris says, Poch just asked, what happens if the goalie gets sent to the sin bin? Do you replace him?
That's a really good point. I've got to give Poch, that's actually a very good question. That's probably the best thing he's done all season, is ask that question. But yeah, it is very true. What happens?
You don't know. You can't, in rugby, I don't think if somebody goes to the sin bin, you can't replace that person to that it's finished. So I think by that, you're going to have to stick an outfit player and go. It's just, I don't know.
I mean, we've done it before.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, Glenn Hoddle, I remember back in the day, kept a clean sheet up at Old Trafford when we beat United 1-0. It was brilliant.
Funny.
Or 1-1, I can't remember. Me is going up in YouTube, but I laughed so much, I saw a squirt between the lines. I swore.
See?
Yeah.
It's
Colin
good
says
fun.
great. But listen, everyone, please hit the like button and subscription button. Please hit the QR code above Mia's head for our official partner, Wraith Energy, where you can get all your stuff there. Also, use the code THFCTID and get for a 10% discount. Please, it really does help. Thank you, Mia, for coming on. I didn't think I was doing this with you, so it's a bonus. I haven't done a show with you for a long time. When I'm better and when I'm more on my feet, we will do a proper stream on the Islands group with England, and we'll have a good batter of that. We'll have a good
definitely.
Of that. I look forward to that when I'm a bit more. That's right. You play the man short for 10 minutes. You see, that's the thing. So you can't replace the goalkeeper. So I don't know how it's going to work. And Coys, have a good one and all. Big up, Carl. Thank you so much for coming in. Philip will be back tomorrow at some point. I think it might be his laptop, but whatever you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.